Hi, I'm Tori with Bella&Canvas. Today we're at DTLA Print to learn all about burnout printing. Essentially, an acid chemical is applied to the garment, which removes the natural fibers, like cotton, and leaves only the synthetic ones, like polyester. So Michael's going to show us how this unique effect looks on both our Heather CBC and our tri-blend fabrications. So what exactly is burnout printing?
Burnout printing is essentially the same as a screen print, but rather than placing ink on the screen, we're going to put a chemical that eats away at the natural fibers, in this case the cotton in the garment, leaving behind any of the synthetic fibers, the polyester, and the rayon.
So do you have different fabrications you prefer to work with?
It depends what you want to achieve at the end. The tri-blend is really nice because it's subtle, but if you wanted to get a harsher vibe, then you can go with the poly cotton and you get a more sheer fabric with that. I love that depending on what fabric you use, what color the fabric is, how they dyed it, you'll always get a different look. It's not going to be you take a burnout and put it on all these different fabrications and you're going to get the exact same thing. Each one will react differently. The pigments used to dye each fabric will react differently with the burnout chemical.
So when it first comes out, you don't really see it.
No, you need to actually activate the burnout chemical, which takes about 4 to 5 passes through the oven at around 300 degrees Fahrenheit. You go 5 times, it fully burns all that cotton. You get a nice dark brown color, and that's when you know that the burnout is actually activated and burned the cotton. Then you're going to want to wash it so all of that burnt cotton falls off.
Okay, so what kind of artwork would you recommend for something like this?
I definitely recommend to stick with thinner lines. The thinner the line weight, the safer you are.
Just because it gets so sheer?
Yeah, definitely. Generally, people like to stay away from the chest area for obvious reasons. Depending how thin the line weight is, you still can get away with it. Even logo placements, left chest could be cool. If you are going to go chest, I would probably recommend the tri-blend, just because it's not as sheer as the poly cotton blend. What we found with a lot of other blank suppliers, not so much Bella&Canvas, is that sometimes the factory will use a cotton thread to actually sew the garment. And if you print the burnout on top of the cotton thread, it'll actually eat the thread as well, leaving the shirt butterflied open on the sides. We have found that the Bella&Canvas shirts, they are made with polyester thread, so you're safe. I would still recommend testing regardless. Play it safe and stay 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch away from the seams. The burnout you can actually buy as either a 2-part or pre-mixed. We like to buy it as a 2-part so we can control how much is getting burnt out. And again, you're going to want to test the pressure, you're going to want to test the combination part A to part B. But here we have a full strength burnout where all the cotton is completely gone. Where here it's actually a 65% combination. So not as sheer, a little more subtle.
Yeah. Personally,
I like this one for myself. And here we have the red tinted burnout, which actually placed a little bit of red pigment as it was burning out the cotton. This tri-blend one is especially cool. So as it took out the cotton in the fabric, this is the poly dye that you're seeing. Here, again, one of my favorites, you have the blue tri-blend. You're seeing all those native blue dyes in the poly. You're not feeling anything except for the actual fabric itself, which is no other way to achieve something like that.
Let us know what you thought of this technique in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.